Hi everyone, this is Anshika and I'm back with a new video, and in today's video, as you've already read by the title, we're going to be making a vision board for 2026, but we're doing it a little differently this time. I'll be reflecting on my last year's vision board first, and then we'll see what manifested, what didn't, and what actually surprised me. And after that, I'll be taking you through how I make my vision board for 2026, and I'll be sharing some tips and tricks and common mistakes that you should avoid so that your vision board actually works and doesn't just look pretty. So grab a drink, get comfortable, and let's get into it. Also, I won't be letting go of my tradition of wearing my favorite night suits while making a vision board because these just make me so happy. Before we jump into making a vision board, I think it's really important to reflect. Last year around, I made a vision board with intentions around career, health, money, etc. And now when I'm looking back, I'm realizing that some things came true and in ways that I really didn't expect. Some things didn't come true, but that's okay. Maybe I think I need to be a little more responsible to receive those. And that's the kind of mindset that you need to have while making a vision board, because you don't have to be very strict with your vision board. Also, a little story time. If you watched my last year vision board video, you must know that I had made a physical vision board because I wanted to keep it in my room and I wanted to look at it every day. So I had printed it out and I had kept it in a glass frame. But unfortunately, within 15 days of me making that vision board, it fell and it broke. So I couldn't really look at it every day, and मुझे पता भी नहीं है वो कहाँ पड़ा है in a corner. So for this year, I have decided that I'll make a digital vision board and keep it as my phone wallpaper and my laptop's wallpaper. There's one more reason I want to make a digital vision board instead of a physical one this year. Is because I don't want other people to look at it. By other people, I obviously don't mean my family, but if some guests are visiting, I don't want them to see it. It's just my personal preference. So yeah, for this year, we'll be making a digital vision board. Now we'll be reflecting on my last year's vision board and we'll see what came true and what didn't. I don't have my vision board right now, but I have the list of things that I wanted to be in my vision board for 2025. So we'll be looking at it and I'll tell you what really came true and what didn't. Remember, this was the diary in which I wrote everything that I wanted. So I had divided my goals into two categories, personal and professional. First of all, I wanted to travel. That really didn't happen. I didn't go anywhere this year. I wanted to fit hourglass body, which also didn't happen because I really didn't work out this year. Also, I wanted to eat healthy, which kind of came true actually because I was not eating junk food most of the time, so that's a great thing. I wanted to go swimming and that actually happened. If you've seen my Instagram, you know. Also, I wanted to gain weight, which I don't think has happened yet. Now for professional goals, I wanted to buy something for myself, which hasn't came true yet. So I won't be telling you that. I wanted to earn rupees a month at least, which actually came true. So that's a great thing. I wanted to hit 10k subscribers on YouTube, which unfortunately couldn't happen this year, but we are manifesting this for 2026. Also, I wanted to be consistent on YouTube, which unfortunately couldn't happen again. I wanted to get more PR packages. I wanted to work with more clothing brands, and obviously that did happen. So these were some things from my last year's vision board that I could tell you. Obviously there are some things that I can't tell you right now because I'm still manifesting them. Also, I'm really grateful for all the things that happened, and for the things that didn't happen, I'm obviously gonna manifest them for 2026 and we're gonna be putting them again on this year's vision board. Now, I won't be wasting time explaining what a vision board is because if you've clicked on this video, you might already know what a vision board is. But if not, I'll quickly tell you in short. A vision board is a collection of pictures and words that show the life that you want to create, and it helps you to stay focused, motivated, and clear about your goals every single day. Now, coming to the most exciting part, creating a vision board. Before choosing the images, we'll take some time to reflect on some topics. These are some prompts that you can use. If you're making a vision board right now with me, you can answer these questions right now, or you can also take a screenshot to answer them later. The next step is to choose categories. I like to break my vision board into categories like career, health, finance, lifestyle, etc. But you obviously don't need all of these. Just select 2 or 3 categories and divide your goals into these. Also, it's really important to write your goals down on a piece of paper because it helps you to stay clear about your goals. And the other day I was watching a video of this creator, I don't really remember her name, but she suggested to divide all our goals into 3 categories. The first one is small goals, the second is big goals, and the third is unrealistic goals. The small goals are the efforts that you will put in every day, and the big goals are the results that you will get. For example, if I'm a student, my small goal would be studying 6 hours every day, staying consistent and disciplined with my studies, and my big goal would be ranking number 1 in my class. So you see how by achieving those small goals every single day can make you achieve that one big goal. This is also really interesting. You can divide your goals in this way as well. And the unrealistic goals are the delusional goals that are way too out of your league right now, but you still want to give it a chance. Also, I would suggest you to put only 1 or 2 unrealistic goals in your vision board. I have divided my goals into different categories, and now comes the fun part, finding the images for your vision board. I usually use Pinterest for this, but you can also use like magazines, or you can even use handwritten affirmations. That is also so cool and personalized. This time I'll be also adding some affirmations in my vision board because I think it makes a huge difference. Now I'll be assembling the vision board. I use Canva for this step. All you have to do is just click on create and choose the dimensions that you want. For example, if you want to create a vision board for your laptop wallpaper, select that. Similarly, you have an option for phone wallpaper as well. Now assemble all the images that you have downloaded from Pinterest. And it's that easy. Your vision board is ready. This is how mine is looking. I'll be making this exact same vision board for my phone as well. I mean, all the pictures would be same on this vision board. I'll just change the dimensions. Now I want to give you some tips on how to make your vision board actually work. The number 1 is, instead of only focusing on what you want, try to focus on what kind of person you need to become to receive that thing. For example, don't just say that I want to be financially free. Say that I want to become a person who manages money wisely, because this way you're asking to be a responsible person who deserves to receive that blessing. Number 2 would be revisiting your vision board often. This is one thing that I missed last year, as I told you that my vision board broke, so I couldn't really look at it really often. And it's still lying somewhere that I don't even know, but you should not do that. You should at least visit your vision board once a month and look at it and ask yourself, am I in alignment with my vision board or not? And what are the small steps that I can take to fulfill my goals? The last one is, allow your vision board to be flexible, because your desires can change over time, and that is completely okay. Also, it is okay if the goals that you have for this particular year don't come true this year. They can come true next year. We don't have to be that strict with our vision board. Now, some common mistakes that you might be making with your vision board, but you shouldn't. Don't be too unrealistic with your vision board. Like 1 or 2 delusional goals here and there are okay, but don't be too unrealistic while choosing your goals. Also, don't copy someone else's vision. Your vision board should reflect your dreams and not the trends that are going on. Like, if everyone else is putting a Dyson in their vision board, doesn't mean that you need to do that too, just because it's a trend. Don't just make your vision board and be like, let the universe do the magic. You don't have to sit and relax after making your vision board, because working hard is as important as making a vision board, if not more. Let me know in the comments if you're making a vision board for the new year. Also comment down below what's the one thing that you want to manifest in 2026. And that's it for today's video. I hope you really enjoyed watching this. If you did, hit the like button, share this video with your friends. Also subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.